What if the swelling in your ankles every night isn't just discomfort, but a silent warning that your circulation is failing? If, by evening, your feet feel so heavy you can barely lift them. If your skin feels tight, stretched, almost painful, and when you finally take your socks off, deep dents stay pressed into your legs for minutes, that isn't normal aging. That is pitting edema. And it is one of the clearest red flags that blood and fluid are no longer moving the way they should. This isn't about a little puffiness after sitting too long. This is about legs that feel like they're filled with wet sand. About shoes that fit fine in the morning but feel impossible by night. About ankles that look thicker than your calves. And here's the part most people never hear. That trapped fluid is not harmless. When blood slows down in your lower legs, gravity takes over. Circulation crawls. Veins become congested. And that stagnant environment becomes the perfect breeding ground for dangerous blood clots, including deep vein thrombosis. This is not cosmetic. This is vascular. Yet, most advice you're given completely misses the point. You're told to elevate your legs, soak your feet, cut back on salt, maybe wear tight compression socks all day, and still, every night, the swelling comes back. Why? Because you're only treating what you can see. You're not fixing what's happening while you sleep, when circulation either repairs itself or gets worse. Tonight, that changes. In this video, I'm giving you the definitive 7-step bedtime vascular reset, a precise science-based protocol designed to actively drain fluid, strengthen weakened veins, and reverse chronic venous insufficiency while you sleep. This is not guesswork. This is applied vascular physiology. If you follow these steps in order, you'll wake up with feet that feel lighter, ankles that bend again, and shoes that slide on without resistance. And I need you to pay close attention to step 7. It is the clinical secret most specialists know but rarely explain. A powerful natural compound that repairs vein walls from the inside out. Do not skip it. We begin with what's happening inside your cells. Most people are told edema is caused by too much salt. That's an oversimplification. In reality, swelling is often driven by a dangerous imbalance between 3 electrolytes: sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Your kidneys, the organs responsible for controlling fluid, don't respond to sodium alone. They depend on precise ratios. When potassium or magnesium runs low, your cells panic. They hold on to sodium, and water follows. That's how pressure builds. That's how fluid leaks into tissue. That's how your ankles balloon by nightfall. So, before sleep, we perform a cellular fluid reset. Exactly 60 minutes before bedtime. You prepare a simple drink that signals your body to release excess water before you lie down. First ingredient, magnesium citrate. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscle, including the muscle lining your blood vessels. This reduces internal tension, improves vessel flexibility, and supports proper hydration at the cellular level. You want 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium, roughly 1 full teaspoon of magnesium citrate powder, mixed into about 12 ounces of water. Now comes the secret weapon most people overlook: potassium bitartrate, commonly known as cream of tartar. Potassium controls fluid inside the cell, directly counteracting sodium, which pulls water outside the cell. When potassium levels rise, cells release excess sodium and water leaves with it. Add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar to your magnesium drink. Sip it slowly. Timing matters. By drinking this while you're still upright, your kidneys get a head start clearing excess fluid before gravity stops helping you. Important note, if you have kidney disease or are on potassium-altering medications, consult your physician first. For everyone else, this is the foundation. Your system is now primed internally, but chemistry alone isn't enough. Chronic swelling makes veins lazy. They stretch. They lose tone. They stop pushing blood uphill. So now, we force them to work. This brings us to step 2, a controlled vascular shock that manually pumps stagnant fluid out of your lower legs. It's called the contrast bath, adapted for nighttime use. You'll need 2 basins, one filled with water as hot as you can safely tolerate. The second, filled with the coldest tap water you can get, plus 5 to 6 trays of ice cubes. This isn't about comfort. It's about activating a powerful reflex called the hunting response. First, place both feet into the hot water for 3 full minutes. Heat causes vasodilation. Your veins open wide. Blood and trapped fluid rush toward the surface. Then, immediately, move your feet into the ice water for 60 seconds. This is intense. Breathe slowly. Cold causes instant vasoconstriction. The veins clamp down, squeezing blood and fluid upward and out of the lower leg. That squeeze is mechanical drainage. Repeat this cycle 3 times. 3 minutes hot, 1 minute cold. Finish with a final 1 minute cold immersion. When you remove your feet, something powerful happens. The skin rapidly warms. Veins rebound open. Fresh, oxygenated blood rushes in, pulling waste and fluid away with it. This is the fastest way to manually decongest your legs before bed. We've flushed the system. We've shocked the veins awake. But gravity still isn't on your side. That's where active drainage comes in. Passive leg elevation isn't enough. To truly move fluid, you must engage your calves, often called your second heart. This is step 3. Lie flat on your back, near a wall. Scoot your hips close. Swing your legs straight up so your heels rest against the wall, forming an L shape. Your legs are now above your heart. But don't relax yet. Every 60 seconds, perform active ankle pumps. Point your toes toward the ceiling for 5 seconds. Then pull them strongly back toward your head for 5 seconds. This contraction squeezes the deep veins running through your calves. Do 10 cycles per minute for 5 minutes total. This combination, gravity plus muscle contraction, creates the strongest possible pressure gradient to move fluid upward. 5 minutes here equals a full professional lymphatic drainage session. Make it non-negotiable. By this point, you've actively drained the trapped fluid and reactivated circulation in your lower legs. But here's the truth most people never hear. Fluid doesn't just pool because of gravity. It leaks because the vessels themselves are damaged. If the walls of your smallest blood vessels, the capillaries, are weak, inflamed, or porous, fluid escapes into surrounding tissue no matter how much you elevate your legs. That's why the swelling keeps coming back. So now we move from drainage to repair. Step 4 is about strengthening the vessels from the outside in using targeted botanical This is not a casual lotion rub. This is therapeutic tissue work. You're going to create a simple but powerful oil blend. First ingredient, cypress essential oil. Cypress is one of the most respected venotonic botanicals in vascular therapy. It reduces capillary permeability, meaning it helps seal leaky vessel walls and restore tone. You'll need 5 drops. Second ingredient, rosemary essential oil. Rosemary is a strong circulatory stimulant. It increases local blood flow, ensuring that the fluid you just moved does not settle back into the tissue. You'll need 5 drops of rosemary. Mix these 10 total drops into 1 tablespoon of a carrier oil. Fractionated coconut oil or almond oil work best. Now comes the technique. Sit comfortably with your legs extended. Start at your toes. Using firm, slow strokes, massage the oil upward, from toes to ankles, from ankles to calves. Always move toward your heart. This direction matters. You are manually assisting venous return. Spend extra time on the lower half of your calves, where fluid most commonly pools. Stop just below the knee crease. This massage does 3 things at once. It stimulates nerve signaling. It drives the active botanicals deep into the tissue, and it provides anti-inflammatory support to repair leaky vessels. Your veins are now toned. Your fluid is drained. But none of this matters if you don't protect the results overnight. That brings us to step 5, compression done correctly. Most people either avoid compression entirely or use compression. That's too aggressive. Both are mistakes. If you've been prescribed strong compression stockings, 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury. Those are designed for daytime use only. Sleeping in high-grade compression is dangerous. When you lie down, blood pressure. Strong compression can act like a tourniquet, restricting flow and actually worsening circulation overnight. What you need instead is low-grade therapeutic compression. Look for socks rated 8 to 15 millimeters of mercury, often sold as travel or flight socks. This level provides a gentle, continuous squeeze that maintains fluid reduction without restricting blood flow, while horizontal, ankle, or calf height is enough. But here's the critical detail most people ignore. Check the top band. If the elastic leaves a deep indentation, it's too tight for sleep and must be rolled down or replaced. Compression should be graduated, not concentrated at one point. Put these socks on immediately after your oil massage. You're locking in the work you just did. Now, before you get into bed, there's one habit that quietly destroys all of this effort. Your evening hydration. Most people think drinking water before bed is healthy. For edema, it's the opposite. Water doesn't instantly exit your body. It must be filtered by your kidneys, a process that takes time. When you lie down, your body becomes less efficient at processing large volumes of fluid. So, if you drink late, gravity pulls that fluid straight into your ankles. That's why step 6 is non-negotiable. You need a strict 3-hour fluid cutoff before sleep. If you plan to be asleep by 10 p.m., your last substantial drink must be by 7 p.m. That means no large glasses of water, no herbal tea, no, just one more sip. The only exception is a small sip to swallow supplements in the final step. This gives your kidneys time to regulate fluid while you're still upright, maximizing elimination before gravity works against you. Now, we arrive at the most important step. This is not about management. This is about healing. Everything so far has addressed movement and tone. But chronic swelling is driven by chronic venous insufficiency, structural damage inside the vessels. So, step 7 focuses on internal vascular repair. This is a clinically supported 2-part botanical combination used worldwide for edema and vein weakness. First, horse chestnut seed extract, often abbreviated HCSE. This is the powerhouse. HCSE contains a compound called SN, which seals capillary walls and significantly reduces leakage. It also improves venous tone by supporting prostaglandin release. You want a high-quality extract standardized to 50 milligrams of S. Take 300 milligrams of HCSE with a small sip of water. Second, pycnogenol, a pine bark extract. This supports HCSE by strengthening the collagen matrix around blood vessels. It improves microcirculation, reduces inflammation, and protects against free radical damage. Take 100 milligrams of pycnogenol. Why? Take these at night, because during deep sleep, your body shifts into repair mode. By supplying these compounds before bed, you give your vascular system exactly what it needs when it's most receptive to healing. This is how you move from nightly control to long-term resolution. We're almost done, but there's one final behavior that can instantly undo everything. Leg cross in. Whether sitting on the couch or sleeping on your side, crossing your legs clamps the femoral artery and vein highway, returning blood from your legs. It's like kinking a hose. Stagnation returns immediately. Tonight, keep your legs parallel. If you're a side sleeper, place a thick pillow between your knees. This keeps your hips, knees, and ankles aligned and keeps the vessels open. You've cleaned the pipes. Now, keep them open. You now have the complete nightly vascular revival protocol. The magnesium-potassium flush. The contrast ice shock. The 5-minute wall pump. The cypress rosemary vein repair massage. Correct nighttime compression. The 3-hour fluid cutoff. And the HCS pycnogenol vascular repair. This is not magic. This is applied circulatory science. Edema is not inevitable. It is fixable. And now, you have the plan. Now, listen carefully. This protocol only works if you respect one rule: consistency. Swelling that took months or years to develop will not disappear from a single night. But if you follow these steps every evening, something powerful begins to happen. Within the first few nights, you'll notice your feet feel lighter when you wake up. Your ankles bend more easily. That tight, stretched feeling is gone. Within 2 to 3 weeks, the deep sock marks fade faster. Shoes fit longer into the day. That heavy, stone-like feeling disappears. And over time, as vessel walls repair and circulation normalizes, the swelling stops returning at all. That's when you know you're no longer fighting symptoms. You're fixing the system. Remember, edema is not a skin problem. It's not a salt problem. It's not an aging problem. It's a circulation problem. And circulation responds to mechanical movement, electrolyte balance, and vascular repair. Everything you've learned here targets those exact mechanisms. If you skip steps, if you rush the process, if you ignore the nighttime window when healing actually happens, the swelling will come back. But if you commit, even for just 14 nights, your legs will remind you why this matters. Because swollen legs don't just limit comfort, they limit mobility. They increase fall risk. They increase clot risks. And none of that is something you should accept as normal. You now know better. One last thing before you go. There are 3 everyday foods that silently destroy vascular elasticity, trigger inflammation, and undo vein repair. Even if you follow this entire routine perfectly, most people eat them daily without realizing the damage they're doing. In the next video, I break down exactly what those foods are, why they sabotage circulation, and what to replace them with to protect your veins long term. That information is critical if you want this swelling gone permanently. Don't miss it. Your legs, your balance, and your future mobility depend on it.